Once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now Jones. And his first look is incomplete. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense and this Week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Jones. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Herbert. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Gayton. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. The touchdown giving them the first-quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
From the 29, Jones. Got the connection here to Bourne. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable.
Philip Dorsett by himself. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone is K.J. Hill. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body. Get your touchdown, Chargers.
Jalen Gayton with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Herbert off of play action. He finds his target, Allen. 20, 10, for touchdown, Allen. And Charles, when you talk about Keenan Allen, you're not necessarily usually talking about that crazy top-end speed, but he does a great job there with the ball in his hands.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well,
Yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Jones. This will be caught just inside the 10. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Jones operating from the gun. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. 8 yards to go on second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Now it's Herbert. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. Second down and goal. Herbert. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
They can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Jones on third down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Jones now from the gun on third down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Herbert now. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked. And
he finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Flacco looking for his first toss. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. The third down coming up. New England on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To pass, Flacco. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Now room for Eckler, and all the way up to the 46. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. On the screen, this is Eckler. Spins past him. There he goes inside the 30. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now another timeout called. Clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Herbert. Being chased out left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Matt Judon, the former Raven, there on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Herbert. Allen's got it complete. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Running on first down, Eckler. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And it's caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Guyton. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. From the gun, Flacco. Completes it to Aguilar. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On second down, it's Stevenson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Flacco to throw here on third down. Flush to his right. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jalen Guyton, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think but understanding clock management here on out.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Eckler looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. It's 3rd down and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. On the give, this is Eckler. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
This pass finds its way to Williams, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Eckler going to get it again on second down. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw again on second down. Flacco got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevenson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They'll run here with Eckler. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On the ground, it's Eckler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Charger drive about to get going. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a three-possession fourth-quarter lead. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here is Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dietrich Wise Jr. able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up fourth down. Here's Ty Long now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Pats at the line ready to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a third, but not to be, and it's fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No reason not to try it. Fourth.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Flacco from the gun. It's caught. This is White. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. And again, it's Flacco to throw. And caught by Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now it's Flacco. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
2nd and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Chargers on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert now. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Fighting his way through contact. Touchdown! Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers might be moving closer to an elusive second win of the year as they extend that fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Chargers 52, Patriots 34.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well.
Dorsett's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots get a score closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
52, Patriots 41.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they take a knee.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Victory formation, time for the Chargers. They take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. So don't say nothing.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.